Today we talk the latest Indie World Showcase, Mario breaking everything from records to theme park rides, 7 mysterious new Amiibo cards revealed, and disaster strikes on my Animal Crossing island. All that and more on today's edition of Mii Weekly. Let's do this! Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Mii Weekly, this time for Friday, August 13th, 2021. I'm Hero TJ with Nintendo Wire, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. This past week, Nintendo treated us to yet another Indie World Showcase, my beloved Silk Song. Sadly, was not revealed, but there were a lot of other indies showcased, so I figured we'd start this episode out by highlighting the ones that really got me excited. You ready? And done. I don't mean to disparage this showcase. I know that the general consensus of the community is there really was a lot of good stuff there. It just didn't happen to speak to me, and that's totally fine. But in light of that, I don't really have anything in depth to say about any of it, but I do think it's pretty important news nonetheless. So rather than needlessly drag this out, I'll just lay out a laundry list of titles announced, and then you tell me if anything sticks out to you. We've got Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, Toem, Loop Hero, Far Changing Tides, Necro Barista Final Pour, Garden Story, Boyfriend Dungeon, Axiom Verge 2, Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, Islanders Console Edition, Metal Slug Tactics, Tetris Effect Connected, Astroneer, 100 Days, Slime Rancher Plortable Edition, Lumberjack, Curious Expedition 2, Gang Beasts, and Eastward. A whole bunch of different flavors for a whole bunch of different folks. I know my main man Amiibo Jason is probably totally supercharged about Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Maybe I'm just suffering from this Silk Song-sized hole in my heart. On to some Amiibo news. After surprising Amiibo collectors earlier this year, the mysterious Amiibo cards that were made for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, Psy-Q Battle Royale have now been unveiled. In case you need a quick refresher, back in April, Konami revealed that this game would involve brand new Amiibo cards. Other than how many Amiibo cards there would be and what they would unlock in the game, the only other details available were how to acquire them. Unfortunately, it involved pre-ordering multiple copies of the game, as one copy would only give you a single blind bag card. Unsurprisingly, pre-orders sold out rather quickly due to that particular detail. Now, with the game releasing in Japan, it seems that some Amiibo card packs have been sent to retailers to give out on a first-come, first-served basis. Fans have began posting about what cards they've acquired and what they're willing to trade. One Twitter user even managed to obtain a full set and shared an image of all 7 cards online. Each of the 7 cards focuses on a character from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime. The Amiibo cards unlock customization options, specifically the duelist avatar, card sleeves, deck cases, dual fields, and play the voice-acted lines from the specific character Amiibo card when scanned. I think it's pretty cool to finally be able to see what these cards actually look like. If you're an Amiibo completionist collector and you want to try to get a hold of all 7 of these cards, all I have to say to you is good luck. Let's ride that summer tide and round out the headline section with a little bit of Mario news. In a world where people are paying thousands for Pokemon cards and old video games, records are being broken left and right. Less than a month after a copy of Super Mario 64 auctioned for $1.5 million, breaking the record for the most expensive video game ever sold, a sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. Has once again broken that milestone. Selling for $2 million to an anonymous buyer, the sealed copy was sold by Rally, a service that lets groups of people pitch in to buy collectibles. Then the group votes on whether to approve offers. The group rejected a previous $300,000 offer, and 3/4 of the group approved the $2 million sale. With the ballooning prices of retro game sales, it wouldn't be out of the question to see this record broken yet again sooner rather than later. Perhaps a Zelda prototype? Reggie's secret copy of Mother 3? We can only imagine. And records aren't the only thing Mario's breaking. Causing a Goomba Tower to collapse within a Super Mario game is usually a good thing. Unfortunately, in real life, it seems that this can prove to be a bit of a nuisance. A Goomba Tower statue at Super Nintendo World toppled over onto the track of the Yoshi's Adventure attraction. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, though several rides were suspended following the incident so that staff could perform safety checks. A Twitter user shared footage of Super Nintendo World staff members lifting and carrying the Goomba Tower through the tunnel. From the way they seem to be struggling, it seems pretty heavy. In related Super Nintendo World theme park news, Super Nintendo World merchandise is now available at Universal Studios Hollywood. Anyone who's been eagerly awaiting the day they can visit Super Nintendo World can get one step closer if they happen to live in Southern California. Nintendo announced that some Super Nintendo World themed merchandise will be available to purchase at Universal Studios Hollywood for a limited time. All we know so far is that park guests will be able to purchase plushies of Mario and Yoshi, drawstring bags featuring Mario and Princess Peach, and Mario and Luigi costume hats. prices have yet to be posted online. Living here in Taiwan, I'm only a short 2-hour flight from Japan. My family and I have been chomping at the bit to get over to Super Nintendo World, but the current state of things requires we delay our plans for at least a little bit longer. Now playing. As I alluded to in the intro, disaster has befallen Hero Island. My treasured force-spawned rock garden has suffered a regrettable casualty. While on a routine iron collecting quest, my 6-year-old son forgot that he had eaten a piece of fruit, and tragically, one of my precious stones was destroyed. I wasn't home at the time, and when I arrived, he came to me with his head hung low, his eyes welling with tears. His mouth could barely form the words, as he confessed to me what he had done. Frankly, it broke my heart to see that he was so distraught about this. Obviously, I was disappointed because of how long it takes to get the rocks to go where you want them to go, but it was a key opportunity for me as a parent to remind him that he is way more important to me than any video game. And I think it really meant a lot to him to hear that from me. Now let's move on from accidentally broken rocks to intentionally broken blocks. Last week I mentioned a special event in Tetris 99 where you could unlock a Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword theme. I'd never played Tetris 99 before and I really wanted to unlock that theme. The game is free after all, so I decided I would download it and give it a try. To unlock the theme I had to acquire 100 points, which actually is pretty easy. I think just about anybody could do it in a reasonably short amount of time. I'm not really that great at Tetris, though I have been playing it since the original Game Boy, and I really forgot how much I enjoy the game. And even long after I acquired my Skyward Sword theme, I found myself going back to the game again and again, even managing to earn enough tokens to be able to buy another Legend of Zelda theme, this time based on the original NES game. I had so much fun playing the game, in fact, I dropped the 10 bones to be able to unlock the other game modes. I've got enough Tetris prowess to be able to handle business on the computer pretty easily enough, but there are some serious beasts out there in online mode. The best I've been able to do so far is 3rd place, but most of the time I find myself just barely cracking my way into the top 50. The funniest thing about it to me is almost every night, long after I've gone to bed, my wife, who's not really much of a gamer, flicks on the Switch so that she could get a few rounds of the game in. I think I might have got her addicted. This episode's Spirit of the Week comes from First Aid. We're looking at number 100. Mr. L from Super Paper Mario. According to MarioWiki.com, Mr. L, also known as the Green Thunder, is a brainwashed version of Luigi who makes his only appearance in Super Paper Mario, serving as an acolyte of the evil Count Bleck. Mr. L is very cocky and always praising up himself, a stark contrast to the chicken-hearted, reluctantly brave Luigi. Mr. L thinks highly of himself and is not slow to reveal it, often trying to openly annoy other in-game characters. He has a sophomoric belief in his often boasted of abilities, and he's very daring, even revealing an attraction to one Princess Peach. Should you equip the Mr. L Spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, your power will be boosted, but you'll be penalized with a water weakness. You know what they say, with great power comes great weakness to water. Thanks to First Aid for the suggestion. If there's a spirit you'd like to see as the Spirit of the Week, please let me know in the comment section below, and if yours is selected, you'll be recognized in the episode with an on-screen credit, just like First Aid. Now it's time to sound off. None of the games in the recent Indie World Showcase may have grabbed me, but based on what I've been seeing on social media, I get the sense that I'm probably in the minority there. So my question for you is, did any of the games featured in the Indie World Showcase get you excited? Maybe I'm missing something. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And that's a wrap on another edition of Mii Weekly. Thanks for stopping by. If this was your first time, then allow me to cordially invite you to join us right back here on the Nintendo Wire YouTube channel every Friday, where we cover all the top headlines from throughout the week, and any other Nintendo-related news that strikes me as interesting. I'm wishing all of you, my dear friends, a super awesome, tremendously amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you right back here again next Friday. Until then, this is Hero TJ signing out. Thanks for playing.